It's not a tell-all Natwar Singh or Sanjay Baru type of a book. It's not a memoir. But what it is a written record of my 25 months as Environment Minister. In a way, the book is a story of a journey from somebody who believed in growth at all costs, a single-minded obsession with economic growth, to somebody who became an enviro believer, an enviro agnostic to an enviro believer. Because I began to see that beyond a point of time, you are not going to be able to sustain high growth if it's not inclusive, that's the social end, and if it's not sustainable, which is, the resource end.
But no other country in the world has done it in the past.
That's the issue. That's the issue. Why should India be different? And that's the theme of the book. That look, there are very important, pressing reasons why India should be an exception to the traditional grow now, pay later model. Demographically, we are different. From a climate change vulnerability point of view, we are different. Public health concerns, we are now beginning, to see the public health impacts of our environmental policies, and from a livelihood point of view, because in most countries of the world, particularly in the Western economies, environmental issues are issues of preserving lifestyles. But here, whether it's forests, whether it's water, whether it's land, it's an issue of livelihoods. So that's why India needs to beat, to use Tagore's immortal phrase, the Ekla Chalo Re path. It's not a path that other countries have moved on. And one of the advantages of being a latecomer is that we can make those choices, because much of the infrastructure that is required for 2040 and 2050, at which point of time we'll be 1.7 billion, remains to be built. So the question really is, how do you build that infrastructure?
And it's going to be built under the current administration's...
Yeah, it's going to be built now.
Yes. So do you think they're getting the balance right, politics aside?
No, I think in the name of ease of doing business, there has been a somewhat of a lackadaisical approach to due diligence on the environmental front. And I think there is a real danger of weakening the regulatory edifice. Environmental is a classic example of a market failure, and I don't think that you're going to get the markets delivering your environmental objectives. You require standards, you require norms, you require regulations, you require regulators, you require institutions, and there's no running away from it. Now, but if you see them as impediments to doing business, then you're going to get the type of approach that you are seeing today, where the Ministry of Environment and Forests judges its effectiveness by the number of clearances that it has given. I think that's the wrong metric as far as the Ministry of Environment and Forests is concerned.